Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. The crypto space, ups and downs, ups and downs. Guys, this is Bitcoin on a daily. And, despite the fact that we did see some significant movement upward, today we're seeing a bit of a down day, at least for now. Bitcoin trading at about 9,300. The same thing is occurring in the crypto space as a whole. XRP is down a little bit, hovering around that 30-cent mark. And we're hearing mixed news in the space. Mark Phillips on Twitter says China announced it's an all-in on blockchain and cryptocurrency while the US still waits for regulatory clarity. This is our space race, but we're stuck on the launch pad. And then he tags a bunch of people who have political influence in this tweet. You must light the fuse. Regulators need to do something in the United States, definitely. The rest of the world seems to be going in the right direction. But MadDog28 down here says, personally, I think this whole thing is all smoke and mirrors. There is something going on behind the scenes that obviously we don't have knowledge of. We don't have enough zeros to be in the know. I think this has been planned for a long time. At the very least, 1988? I think I know what MadDog28 is referring to. Silver Surfer says, really, launch pad? I don't think the IS has built the rocket yet. It's funny, they did really land on the moon. Congress can't find matches, says George Vejdelek. A mixed bag here. The rest of the world seems to be innovating, and the US just seems to be, dragging their heels. Doesn't seem like they kind of really care to be ahead of the game, to be on top of this fintech revolution that we're calling blockchain and cryptocurrency. But guys, it's not just regulation that'll get prices moving. We know historically Bitcoin has moved without any regulation. We know in the last 10 years, Bitcoin went from pennies to essentially $20,000 in the spec market in the bull run of 2017. And Bitcoin can and will do it again, bringing the rest of the cryptocurrency market with it. So I just wanted to bring your attention to this tweet here from CZ Binance. Those gains in the stock market will spill over to crypto soon. Told our guys to scale up system capacity. Waiting. So, CZ Binance, obviously the CEO of Binance, one of the largest exchanges in the world, has only been around since July 2017. They're worth something like over $1 billion, something like that, a huge company in the cryptocurrency space. And these guys are on top of it because they continue to do the things that need to be done in order to keep their business rolling and running, okay? So CZ here talking to us about, told our guys to scale up system capacity. They know there's going to be another huge boom for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies as a whole. And back in 2017, when we had that last bull run, Binance, I'm going to tell this story again, guys. I got into crypto way back when. I was not really familiar with what coins, where I could get what coins and how to get certain coins. And the first time I actually bought XRP, it was difficult because I wanted to buy XRP, couldn't find it anywhere. And all the exchanges that apparently had XRP were telling me, I can't buy my XRP. The system's too busy, so on and so forth. And guys, Binance is the only exchange that allowed me to open an account and buy my XRP essentially instantly. I do have an affiliate link in the description for a Binance account. If you guys don't already have one, I like to use these guys as a secondary account. I have a primary account that I use as well, but guys, it's always good to have a Binance. Plus the selection on Binance is great. Anyways, that's just a sidebar to what I want to talk about. CZ is ready and raring to go. Told our guys to scale up the system capacity and are currently waiting. So he talks about the stock market and how, I don't know if you guys are following the stock market at all. This is the S&P 500. Okay, and I'm going to put it on a monthly just to kind of show you guys where we're at on the monthly for the traditional stock market. And this is important for cryptocurrency because a lot of people think that, this looks like a healthy trend. It looks like a pretty healthy trend. We're almost at all-time highs for the stock market, at least for the S&P 500 on the monthly. Okay, and we still are seeing a lot of green candlestick, a lot of upward momentum moving upward, although volume is, fairly low in comparison to earlier on this decade when we really start to see it chug along. And volume tends to stay low. You can see volume ramping up here before the crash of 2008. A lot of volume, a lot of sellers selling off their stock, and a lot of people are thinking, the stock market is bound to crash at some point. And so CZ telling us, all systems are a go. He's essentially waiting, waiting for money from the stock market to spill over into crypto, raise that market cap for cryptocurrencies. Right now we're sitting at, let me just refresh that. We're sitting at $248.2 billion market cap for crypto. At the height of the market in 2017, I believe we were somewhere in the $800 billion mark. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I think it was within that range there, 800 billion for cryptocurrency. That was during the bull run of 2017. But the reason I'm telling all you guys this is because even CZ Binance believes that, people selling Bitcoin under $10,000 will eventually regret it. Down here, Nguyen Dui Tai says, I am waiting for you with information about BTC. I will not slap my face. CZ Binance responds, I stand strong in the belief those who sell Bitcoin below 10,000 will regret it. I could be wrong, but time will tell. Mr. Coins here responds, the only thing that's surprising about the next crypto boom is that so many people will be surprised. I agree with this completely. These things tend to come out of nowhere. Yet we have people in the space, and I'm going to bring your attention to this article here. 4 days remain for a $16,000 Bitcoin price, says a 4chan prophecy, now possible. So let me read you this article and then we'll get into this. Bitcoin price has been a popular topic this week after the monstrous run from 7,400 to over 10,500 on October 25th. It certainly looks as if last week's article indicating the early stages of a bullish reversal came to fruition. So as usual, there has been wild speculation on crypto Twitter that the Bitcoin price pump was a direct result from Chinese President Xi Jinping calling for an acceleration in the development of blockchain technology. Okay, so whilst this was good news to hear, it's doubtful that it was the sole reason for Bitcoin price making one of the largest price leaps in its 10-year lifespan. Instead, it's more likely that the rally was a culmination of several factors, including the China news as well as strong technicals. Well, then there's the Bitcoin 4chan ANON prophecy. And for those of you guys who do not know what that is, I brought it up here in a screen grab, January 21st, 2019, okay? So you got to remember, guys, where we were back in January 2019. Let's go back to BTC and let's go back to the daily just to kind of give you guys a sense of where we were at for Bitcoin on January 21st, 2019. So here's January 21st. This was this candlestick here, okay, hovering around $3,500 for Bitcoin. Okay, let me just put a little circle over that just to show you guys where this is when the market has been at an all-time low. Okay, you got to think here. We were coming off the highs from 2017 and Bitcoin just went down and down and further down and further down, and then by December went down even further, down to close to 3,000, then rebounded a little bit by January 21st to about 3,500. And so this is what this 4channer predicted. He said, the bottom was December 15th, 2018. Just look at the charts. We are in a bull market. We are currently in the last 3 months of the accumulation stage. After that, we will slowly rise and rise. Then we will boom. Screen cap this, he says confidently. So we are in the accumulation stage. December 15th, 2018 being the bottom was his prediction, meaning here, guys, 3,100 approximately, or rather 3,200. Let's zoom in there. And that literally was the lowest we've seen Bitcoin since the bull run of 2017. Now, again, he made his prediction on this day, after a little bit of a run up, then saw Bitcoin decline a little bit, still not doing so well, only 3,500 per BTC. And he states we are currently in the last 3 months of the accumulation stage. So then he predicts April 2019 BTC to 5,300, July 2019 to 9,200, October 2019 to 16,000, February 2020 to 29,000, July 2020 to 56,000, and November 2020 to 87,000. I'm sure this means 1,000 with a missing zero there, nevertheless. This person also predicts this will be a $1.5 trillion market cap. The dominance of BTC will only be 40 to 46%. The charts never lie. So somebody did screen cap this, of course, and this is what we're going off of. So guys, remember, this is from January 21st, 2019, and let's go back to the charts. April 2019, he predicted BTC specifically at 5,300, and where were we at in April 2019? Well, we did indeed hit that 5,300 mark. This is 5,300 around this level here, and sure, boom, look at that. April comes around, BTC shot up at the beginning of April, moving, $1,000, which we hadn't seen in quite a while, then hovered around this 5,300 mark in April 2019. So check mark there. Then he says July 2019 BTC to 9,200. Then what happens? Well, July, no, let me just delete that. Let's go over here. So then July, first we saw Bitcoin rise in May, and then June hit an all-time high in June of about 14,000. And then July came back down around here, okay? 9,200. Now, it had come up and then come back down and then based between 9,000 and 9,700, making 9,200 that demand zone, or rather a level of support for Bitcoin. Okay, this is the end of June, but then look, guys, in July, we did see BTC going from, anywhere between 9,000 and 12,000, and then hovering, coming back down to that $9,000, $9,200 mark, going back up, within that range, within the upper echelon of the 9,000s. So July 2019, BTC at 9,200, check. Well, now it's October 2019, and this prediction is stating that BTC will go to 16,000 by the end, or at least we're assuming by the end of October 2019. And guys, what happened just a few days ago? We went all the way from 7,400 and Bitcoin shot up to a high of, what did they say? What did they call it? 10,005 on this exchange is about 10,004 approximately. Nevertheless, guys, could this be the first leg up for something really, really big for Bitcoin? Will we break this intra-year high of 14,000 and move higher to that $16,000 mark that this 4chan Bitcoin prediction outlines in this post? Guys, I think anything's possible. I think 2020 is going to be a really good year for Bitcoin. 2016, Bitcoin did move up steadily right before the last bull rush of late 2017. So I could see this really aligning with, kind of what had happened before. He's taken past history and superimposing it on the future price predictions. The $1.5 trillion market cap is indeed very likely as well, just because, we're hearing about, institutions like back going online, countries like China now, telling their people it's okay to get into cryptocurrencies. So when Bitcoin moves again, we are going to see a bigger push this time than even back in 2017. And I certainly do think that these numbers are certainly attainable. I'm hesitant to give a specific timeline, but it seems as though we're right on track as of now, at least. Anyways, what do you guys think? Do you guys think we'll hit 16,000 within the next 4 days? I gotta tell you, I'm really excited to see how this pans out. Anyways, I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.